Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an M8A1 Scott. It's a Tier 4 American tank destroyer. It's located on the north spawn of Steps, and this one is under the command of 73north, the WTWW clan. And yes, we have been doing a lot of replays for him recently. Game on. Okay, it's designed from the M8A1 Scott. But basically, you can see that in the chassis, the running gear. It's basically identical. And they developed this one during 1941 and 1942. Now, the gun appears to be the 57mm, and, well, it's a long, thin barrel. If it was the 75mm, it would be fairly thicker. And if it was the M8A1 with the 3-inch howitzer, that's actually a very thick barrel at the end. Now, in fact, when this was built, it was originally armed with a 75mm howitzer motor carriage M8. That was its name. And they built 1,778 of them. So the 57mm that he's actually using here, which has got 110 alpha and 101mm of pen with standard ammo, it's a fake, I'm afraid. Never actually happened. It's not 110, actually, it's 75mm. I was looking at the 75 alpha rather. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Okay, I've got the right sheet in front of me now, so I know the exact figures. And it's 110mm penetration. You get better penetration, you get a faster reload, 2.4 by the book, and he's got 2.29. The only problem is you just don't do as much damage each shot, but you have a faster reload, which of course makes up for the DPM. With the 75mm, the DPM is actually 1,600, and it goes up to 1,877 with the 57mm. He's actually pumping rounds into a T28. He can't see it because he's not close to the bush at the moment, but he doesn't want to get closer. Oh, he's reacquired, okay. And now he's using the bush mechanic again, and he's pumping the shells in. That T28 actually pulled back into the line of fire, and he's got his first kill. Now, it's a tier 4 game, and there are bots, I'm afraid, yes. But as you know, bots actually mean that you're more likely going to get an enemy who's going to be firing premium rounds at you. The bots are distinguishable by the fact that they've got a colon in front of the name, and you can see now that the Type 95 that moved ahead of us is actually a bot. And there's a couple of other tanks moving forward. Oh, we've lost that Type 95. There he is. That's the enemy Type 95. He's also, I believe, a bot, yes. That Panzer Die Ausführung, though, he's a live player, a real player. So he's got one hit in, but he can't see him at the moment. But he's just going to keep pumping shells in, because you've got plenty to play with. You've got 115 rounds of ammo. And he's got another kill. So you see, it did pay for him to keep pumping those rounds in, because even though he couldn't see the target, he was probably hitting it. And if he moved forward to actually reacquire the target, he'd have to stop shooting, because of course if he did fire when he was too close to the bush, they'd see him. So he's the only one at this end of the map at the moment. We're 2 down on the enemy. I think he's trying to hit the Stug, but I don't think that's doing anything there. No. Yeah, he's a little too close to the enemy. I think he's decided probably better for him to pull away. In fact, there's the Type 95, and he did get spotted as he pulled away. Now, top speed of this little tank is only 58 kilometers an hour, which is actually quite fast for a tank destroyer. Whoa! For a second, I could see that coming. Yes, he wasn't looking at what he was driving at. He was actually looking at the enemy. The reason it's so fast, though, is it doesn't have a lot of armor. Only 38.1mm at the front of the turret, but the front of the tank is actually 28.6. So, and it's about the same all the way around as well. So, it's easily penetrable. Okay, the Type 95's firing back at us. We can just keep pumping rounds in. It's worth exchanging fire with this one, even though it's going to cost us a few hit points. We will out DPM him, And even though he's taken 320 hit points, we've got him. Okay, so that's third kill now. Okay, there might be another enemy tank there. He's just waiting for a second to go unspotted. He's just going to poke his head around the corner and have a look. Uh-oh, that's the T-40. That's an M3 with a howitzer as its main armament, or an anti-tank gun. If we stayed around, we'd probably get shot at. He could have actually auto-aimed onto the target, and then he would have been able to fire at it as he was retreating. But it's better to be safe than sorry. And as you can probably see from the rear of the vehicle, it's actually higher at the rear than it is at the front, which means you're actually shooting over your engine deck as you're driving away. Now, if I remember correctly, the main engine for these was the R975, but I can't be absolutely certain about that. I can't remember if it was or it wasn't. But what I do know is that the configuration with the 57mm is wrong. It's definitely wrong. Okay, he's got another M8A1 suddenly appeared near our cap area, and we can get shots on him. I think he can see us now. Yeah, his gun's pointing in our general direction, but it is another bot. And yeah, he's looking. He managed to dip below. One more to kill. No, missed him. Oh, that target's gone down. He missed the kill there. That's a pity, because if he got that one with that last shot, he would have had 4 kills. He's also lost sight of the other tank who was also killed. Now, what have we got up here? Okay, well, there's the T-40, and he's fighting it out with our M8A1. I'm afraid our M8A1 is a bot, but the T-40 is not. He's a live player, so he's probably going to get the better of that tank destroyer, even though that tank destroyer is faster. Yes, he did. That's unfortunate. T-40, of course, is designed from the M3 with an open top, much like this is designed from the Stuart with an open top. Now, they actually made this as basically a self-propelled gun. Not all self-propelled guns were Arty, but this vehicle did actually have the capability of being used in that purpose for indirect fire on enemy targets, such as wagons or emplacements and trucks and just anything that needed destruction. Okay, T-40. Okay, he can take that now. He'll probably get spotted. Yes, he did. One more. He's a one-shot. Only 15 hit points now. He would be an easy kill, and that will be his 4th kill. He was thinking about going around the corner to have a look at that Stug. And now we've got a P2640 who's rather beaten up. He's turned up here as well. Just go around the corner, take one clean shot in that corner. Should be able to get him. One just round that bush there. Go for it. Yes, and he's got another kill. Okay, so we were down on the enemy by 2 tanks. Now we're evens. So we've managed to turn that around. It's unfortunate that they're all up this end shooting at us. He's actually the wrong way round, as you can see here, because he wants a quick getaway. Now, that Stug is possibly still there. Now, as far as I know, the Stug might actually have the 105mm gun. It is tier 4. That is the early Stug, the Stug by Aslains B, not the G version. M8A1's going over to have a quick look. He does have a fair amount of hit points still. Whether or not he'll keep those hit points is another matter, because he is a bot. And there he's found the bot. He's found the Stug. And there's the other M8A1. He's behind a rock. Now, the bad news is that M8A1 is a live player as well. And he's also quite a good live player. We can tell that because if you look at his name in the tables at the top right-hand corner, you can see he's in purple, which tends to indicate his rating is quite high. Now, the good thing about this tank destroyer is that it does... Oh, okay, well, we lost him. Yes, it does have a fully rotatable turret. It's got good mobility, good signal range, good pen, good camo. The bad thing is it's an open top, which means it's vulnerable to Arty. It's got weak armor, low hull traverse, and lacks acceleration. Okay, he's locked on. He's going to have to deal with this Stug first. Come on, get the shots in. Oh, he got the kill, but it did look like he had the 105mm muzzle brake. So I think that was a tank that could have taken us out one shot. There's the experienced player. Oh, he's sneaky. He's getting shots in, using the rock for cover, rocking backwards and forwards. He just needs to get that rock just right. I think the guy's hiding behind that bush. Yes, he is. Thank you very much. And he managed to dodge another shell. Yes, he's auto-aimed on now to make it work, but couldn't get that. Okay, we just saw the P2640 kill the Strodny Viz 39, and now both players are splitting up, so they're going to go at the enemy from two different directions, and I think the enemy knows what's coming. He's going to get caught in the crossfire, and there's not a lot he can do about it. We've got 4 kills, so we're not going to get the top gun now, and he must be regretting not getting that kill on the M8A1 earlier, because that probably would have been his top gun if he kills this one. Okay, he's looking at tactically to see where the guy is, sneaking up on him. There he is. Okay, we've just got a sight, using the bush mechanic at a distance. Gets 1 in, gets 2 in. Can he get the kill? The guy's gone behind the rock. Okay, now we can sneak up on him. Just turn the vehicle. That's it. And then race for it. Try and creep up on him. He's actually focused on our teammate in the P2640, and he doesn't realize we're coming up really fast. He'll find out now. Good night. That was a really good game. Well, would you believe it? Another ace tanker, a first ace tanker for 73north of WTWW in the M8A1. Congratulations. Yes, he seems to have a lot of them just recently. You can tell it's the first ace because he got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He also got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle, as well as a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. Yes, he actually got 5 in the end, 1 short of getting a top gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got sharpshooter for getting 10 or more consecutive shots on the enemy, as well as a master gunner for getting 5 armor penetrating shots in a row, and a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he managed to get 13 in that one. And on top of that, he got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in that game. And look at the win 8, just like in the past game in the Paulac, where he got 14,000. He's got 14,000 again, 14,857 on the win 8, which is very, very high. Super Unicum and a lot more. We look at team score, we can see these were the only real players in the game. And yes, only one player was really in it. 73north got 2,783. That was nearly double the next highest score, which was the SU-76G on the enemy team with 1,510. And the third highest, well, that was the Cruiser Mark IV on the enemy team, 1,114. When it came to kills, though, it was definitely 73north because he had 5 kills. 4 kills went to the SU-76G FT, and 3 kills went to the P2640 on his own team. When it came to base XP, yep, he's the only one to get that one as well. Over 1,000, 1,204. The next highest being the P2640 at 571, and the third highest being the Cruiser Mark IV with 431 on the enemy team. And that means he's got the top in all 3 columns. Let's have a look at detail. 63 rounds fired. I did say it's you get a lot of ammunition. You get, if I remember correctly, it's 115 rounds. I just check my notes again because I actually have to keep all the notes just to make absolutely sure, because it's very difficult to remember all of the figures for every gun and every vehicle. But I know some people actually have got that sort of photographic memory, and they've actually done that. So, and it's amazing to see what they actually can tell which sort of gun the enemy tank does actually have, merely by the shot that they get and how much damage they do. 63 shots fired out of 115 in the ammo. In the magazine, he got 48 direct hits on the enemy and 39 penetrations. 2,783 hit points of damage, of which 620 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits, and all 3 were penetrations. I did say the armor on this vehicle is very light. It's one of the reasons why it's very fast, this little tank. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 8 enemy vehicles damaged, 5 killed, and 24 hit points of damage assistance. Now, on a premium account, he actually made a loss off this one, 22,082 credits loss. And well, yes, I know he did spend a lot on premium ammo, and he also used premium consumables as well. But that's actually why he got such good performance out of it. So only a small loss, 22,082 credits loss, but he also got 7,224 experience points out of it as well, and yet another first ace tanker. So yes, another good game and another mark, or another ace tanker, that is, another mark that he can put on the vehicle, because now he's got the ace tanker decal that he can put on there as well. It tends to frighten the enemy if they keep seeing an enemy tank which has actually got the decal on it saying it's got loads of ace tankers. I think they get a bit frightened because they think, this guy may not have Unicum figures showing in the tables, like we did see with the last game with the M8A1, where we knew that guy was a Unicum, but we just didn't know how good. But it does frighten the enemy players if they really do see that the other guy's got loads of M's all over his vehicle. He's got the red M and the yellow M, whatever. Then they know that he's quite a good player, and it's going to be difficult to overcome him. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.